So yeah, we're going over consulate and what was your suggestion on how to set up this? You want to make what a hole? Like this is a C4 toss. Hmm. From up there. Okay. Oh, in piano, going to piano. Oh, you're trying to see if you can shoot somebody outside from up there or something like that, or I don't know. Oh, you're trying to see if you can shoot somebody outside from up there or something like that, or I don't know. Okay. Yeah. So what I recommend? Okay, just to recap. Yeah. So either the bandit or tuberose. Maybe you want to make the C4 hole. Like usually you make the holes just to toss it. To toss it. You could do that strat, but yeah, it could be a bandit, tuberose, smoke or mute, whatever you prefer. You're playing here. You have a good power spot for here is a zombie. Either a zombie plays here or a zombie plays here. If not a zombie, then let's say you have both a mute and smoke, so the smoke plays here, mute plays there, or you just have the smoke and bandit, so smoke plays here, bandit plays there, bandit plays the breach. So this is a good spot. So there's power spot one, power spot two, defender spot three. This is the pillar. It usually is a zombie. Maybe it could be Jaeger because you don't want them to get flashed. But I think a zombie's good. Power spot three. You think there should be always be a roamer? Depends on the rank. Depends on the rank. I think there should always be at least two roamers, two or three, maybe even four. That's my general idea, but not many people are comfortable with that. So you can get away with having four roamers and one player playing around site. The reason why you can get away with it is because the one person playing around site is 90% of the time is a zombie, and that's why zombie is a S tier operator. She's one of the best defender anchors in the game, if not the best, and she can place a zombie to protect herself. And then whenever a zombie says, "Yo, I think they're not going for a roam clear, they're going for a side push," then that's what all the you want. So when you're warm, you want to make sure almost everything is open, a lot of rotate, so then they can get into the site kind of safely. So have the hatches open in the front, have the hatches open in the back. Okay. So me personally, I love like two or three roamers, maybe even four roamers, and have the zombie player playing at site, trying to stall. I do like that idea, but people are not comfortable with that, especially in diamond below. People are uncomfortable. I feel like in champion lobbies they're comfortable with having four roamers and one. I think there is some uncomfortability with diamond players having only one side player. I personally like it, but I what I don't personally like is having one roamer. I want him to have a partner because one I feel like there is no good player in gold like in your lobbies. You're currently in silver. I don't think there is a good silver player that can run by himself. I think he needs a partner. He needs a sidekick or a partner, yeah, to run with him. So he needs a buddy. I think people need a buddy. So what's cool about this? My thought process is there's a buddy playing around here. There's his buddies here, right? And then they're chained together. And then the third buddy is around here. Whether he places zombies behind this, a zombie behind this, because wall's gonna get open eventually. It's really really hard to bandit trick this or tuber or K trick this. Wall's gonna get open eventually, but at least you have. Yes, the new Thatcher is more OP than old Thatcher, especially in the low range. Thatcher is super strong in helping getting walls open, and that's why it's hard in the lower. Right, not people know how to band trick or K trick or bandit K tuber trick. It's really hard to do that in the low range. So then you need some good operators to survival ability operators that are good around site, and um, chances are you don't even have to play if you feel comfortable. Chances are you don't have to play Bandit. But what's cool about Bandit is he's another way to play the SMG 12 type of operator. Remember the SMG 12? Bandit's MP7 is very similar to the in my opinion, is similar to the SMG 11 SMG 12 in terms of the high fire rate, pretty decent damage. So like, and he has a C4, so that's what's cool about Bandit. Cade, on the other hand, is also pretty strong because of that TSG gun, and also has a C4. So Bandit Cade is still a decent operator to play, but you don't technically need them because you know how powerful Thatcher is. So you would play some operators like Smoke, Mute, Warden, um, Azami, Thorn, Malusi is pretty strong. Fenrir, if you like MP7, the MP7 on Bandit, you like Fenrir. Um, I don't recommend O'Rooney too much because only if you're really good at that DMR. But I don't recommend. I recommend Castle over Rooney. Who else is pretty strong? There's some operators that are pretty strong, but I think I mentioned a lot of them that you could play. Mirror is decently strong, but people ban Mirror. The Goyo. Oh, Sentry and Goyo. That's underrated. Good for stalls. That's strong. Yeah, and that's what I recommend. You don't have to, and I don't really recommend Vigil. If you're gonna roam, I don't really recommend Vigil or Warden to roam. I usually recommend something along like Solus. Solus is probably a a good operator, or treat it as or technically a smoke type of player above too. You just you just treat piano as a third bomb site. That because you know how powerful having control piano is. You could have like an anchor, like a site player holding above, whether it's smoke, whether it's mute. Like those operators are actually good at holding above too. That I mentioned. Jaeger, decently a good roamer too. Wamai, I have success with Wamai. Warden, yes, but I like the MPX Warden because like it's just like that gun is just like shoots really straight and really accurate. Really, I feel like the MPX Warden is or MPX Valkyrie or MPX Tubero. I feel like that gun could be it's a really good gun against the Ash and the Ram and the Bug. I think that gun's really underrated. Any other questions? Yeah. When you zoom in. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I don't know. I don't know why it's like because I think technically whenever you aim out, you're not really controlling the gun because you're so I think it's because your gun is technically moving a little bit. Just your character is actually not controlling the gun. It's letting it move, and since the gun is moving, the laser moves. If you know, yeah, if you notice that, so that's why. So when you aim in, you're actually you're holding your gun straight. You're putting pressure on your hands and your elbows and your arms, and making sure your gun is not it's not moving. So that's why. All right. So that's enough for basement. Do you want to know how to attack basement or no? Oh, go there. Okay. There there's so many ways to attack basement, but I'm gonna give you the three ways. The first number one way to attack basement is to bring the Thatcher, the Thermite. Usually Ace gets banned, so bring Thatcher, Thermite, and not many people know this, but the third operator, low key, I think it works on low ranks, is to bring um either Capital or Fuse. So how it works is Thatcher EMPs, right? The Breacher would go on one side of the wall, and the Fuse, if it's a Fuse, it would go on one side of the wall and fuse it. So that way, the Bandit, he cannot, he if he Bandit tricks the Fuse, that's fine. Then the wall gets open of the Thermite. If he Bandit tricks the Thermite breach charge, that's fine because then the Fuse will go off and force Bandit to either take the damage or literally run away. And that's when Thatcher's a second time, and usually on the second time you get the wall open because Bandit got fused from the fuse pellet. Does that make sense? The hard counter to that strat is Tuberel, but not many people play Tuberel on low rank, so you should be fine if there's no Tuberel on the board. Okay, as long as you okay, and to do this with Capital, is you capital this drone hole. If there's a drone hole next to the wall, you play capital. Or Sophia. If there's a Sophia, you could stun. So you could stun the drone hole with Sophia or capital firebolt it the left side, and the fire only reaches to the left side. So that's where then Thermite is forced to open this side because the fire doesn't reach this side. So Bandit can ban trick this part of the wall, but not this part of the wall. So that's how you attack this, okay? And then you usually bring three operators, and then maybe a Montane, maybe an Osa, a Ying, and you want to get the plant down. You just got to worry about C4s. So maybe you want to bait out some C4s, and then have the Osa, Montane behind the shield, plant like this, Osa, or maybe just Ying everything, or Sense. You could do Sense, or you could combine Sense and Glass, so in Glass you can get free picks. You know, this is the main attack, okay? Number one. Or you can do a split push between wall and yellow like the wall and yellow stairs. That's the number one attack, okay? Number two attack, which I recommend mostly, is to do a top clear. And to do a super top clear is to treat it as site is not actually basement, but site is actually top floor. So what I recommend is people save the drones top floor and first floor. So piano, second floor here, you know, whether it's here. And you want to rappel all the way on the roof and treat it as you're attacking second floor. How do you treat a second floor? You want to rappel on the roof. You want to like jump down, you clear out bathroom, clear out top yellow. You want to have a soft breacher open this outside wall. You know, you want to clear everything. You want to clear this, clear outside wall. You want everyone, all five attackers do this. All five attackers clear this side of the map. All right, so now you want to go step by step, clear each floor. So now second floor is clear. Now people can go their separate ways or push together, whether go down these stairs or now it's time to clear out everything here. Is this clear? Correct. Is this clear? You want to make a rotate. You want to clear piano. Piano is the crucial. Once you clear above, you know you can open the hatch above into piano, right? Remember there's that yellow stair? Yeah, so you want to clear this. You want to clear, yeah, everything. Everything's clear. So now once everything's clear, it's not gonna be as easy as you think, but there's usually two main roamers, or three. There's three main roamers I see in the lower ranks that people play a lot that counter us. One is Vigil, second is Warden, and the third, surprisingly, is Caveira. So those are the three main roamers you want to worry about. So for this, if we're gonna do this strat, here's what I recommend. I recommend a Thermite. I recommend two Heartbreachers, whether it's Thermite Habana, Thermite Striker, okay, just two Heartbreachers, or Thermite Grip, like Thermite, somebody with a pocket Heartbreach charge along with a main Heartbreach charge. But then the next three, if they're not banned, I might as well recommend them if they're not banned. I probably would recommend Deimos, Jackal, not Jackal, Deimos, Snake, and Dokkaebi. Deimos, Snake, and Dokkaebi. Okay, but so if Dokkaebi's almost banned, then I recommend Deimos, Snake, and usually, and then the fifth one is actually very flexible. Whether he plays a shield operator, whether he plays Nomad Gridlock, whether he plays Sophia, because I think Sophia's more underrated than Ashe. I don't really recommend Ashe because you're doing this. You're trying to. You could bring three. You could technically bring three Heartbreachers with the Sophia Striker and Thermite. Oh, but Thermite's crucial. Whether it's Thermite or Ace, or Abana, that's actually crucial as the main Heartbreacher because okay, you clear everything, right? You open walls, and if you play Habana, I recommend Breach Charge. If you play Thermite, I recommend the secondary shotgun. If you play Ace, does Ace have a Breach Charge? He doesn't, but I recommend Flashbangs or Claymore. Well, actually, either or works. Claymore or Flashbang for Ace. But either way, here's the execute. Now, if you clear above, now you're super flexible. Now Collins, guess what? If you have a shotgun, now you can do what we discussed about the defender strat. Open this, shoot off the Barricade. Then you can go outside as the Thermite. Outside this window, or outside, whatever you prefer, more comfortable. Outside, or outside. This is another window to get outside to go to garage. Open the wall. Okay, you could go for now. You have options from the top floor. You have options. You can go for once again back to plan A. Go for a plan here, but then we can go for which I haven't discussed yet. This is a straight up back take. Okay, this is a mixture of plan B and plan C. So let me discuss plan C, which is a little bit mixture of plan C. Plan C is to everyone spawn in the back and then go for the secret area. The secret area, go for visa control. Open all the hatches, visa, including this hatch. Because what's cool? Let's go down. Let's go drop down this hatch. This hatch leads you straight away to this main basement locker hallway, and you probably maybe it's a soft hole. You can try to contest the guy playing pillar, but either way, you want to contest. So the way you clear this, spend everyone to clear servers and also what's this room called? Tellers, and I'm pretty sure this is called Visa. Yeah, this room. Yeah, Visa office, Visa hatches, tellers, and then teller stairs, server stairs, whatever you want to call that. And you go for a super back take. Oh my bad, I accidentally talked to you. You want to make a rotate. Somebody make a rotate here. You want to make sure you the attacker make the rotates here, so you have freedom to rotate between both pressures. Usually this wall is reinforced. You spend the thermite or whoever you spend. Usually this wall is reinforced. You spend it to open this wall, so then you have another way to open it back. You want to contest security, try to clear out security. You want to push security. Whether you're pushing down, where you drop the hatch and try to like contest security from here, but this is a harder way because you have to worry about the yellow get through here. And then usually these walls are reinforced, but if not, they usually have a Rooney gate. It's usually a Rooney holding this, so you have to keep in mind, you have to watch out for the Rooney holding this. So maybe that's why this wall is crucial. Makes it harder for the Rooney to hold this long angle. Now she has to worry about this wall getting this another angle being open. And yeah, you want to try to. Usually you won't get the plant down, but you're trying to win gunfights. You're trying to clear out the security guy, clear out the cafeteria guy. And the default plant is usually here, either here. If this wall's soft, have an Ash Charge, have a Sophia, have a Flores, have a Sledge, open this and try to get the plant here, here, maybe here, but it's probably impossible because this usually a rotator head also, so maybe this is not, it's usually here. This is probably your safest bets around here versus behind here because you have to worry about garage head holes. So I don't think that's a good plant spot. But yeah, go for the plant or go for the kills. Whatever, it just depends on the situation. But this is the super back spot. This is plan C. But plan B is more flexible. You do the top roam, and then you could go from plan B to back to plan A, which is the garage clear, garage execute, or plan C. So that's like the three main ways. And that's pretty much what I want to teach you, like the three main ways to attack it. Any other? Wait for ranked? Okay, do you not want to discuss top floor or no? Top floor. Mm-hmm. You know more range start space, but then since I taught you basement, like now you know. Wait, okay. So now you know how to play because top floor is pretty simple. I mean, you're not necessarily roaming away from this. You basically want almost everyone to protect the whole top floor. You don't want to be stuck in those two rooms in top floor. You want to protect the whole top floor. I'm not sure if you've seen the common positions that here. I'm gonna show you real quickly. Common positions you need to hold in top floor. So then, and everyone needs to like communicate and call out where the attacker main pushes. You know the main strap. They can just one of the main strats is they can rush the CO window. So so the person holding this needs to call out, yo, I think the attackers were. So basically, what we're trying to do is counter what the attackers are doing because you don't know what type of strat. They can do the main strat, which is go for a quick plant on the main window. They can do a strat. The attacker strat is they can call out. They can do for a main yellow stairs drop, a yellow stairs push. The attacker strat can be, maybe the main strat is to go for a bathroom window hop in and spiral push. Maybe the main strat is to go for a back take, which is the break room or the come up piece of stairs. Take over the CEO office push while opening this main wall push. Or maybe it's all of the above, but we don't know what their final decision is. Maybe they want to put pressure all of the above. But here's the thing: as a so to defend this, you want to be spread. You want to be spread out the map, and so then your teammates. If you're in a 5 stack, your teammates can call out. If you're in a 5 stack, they call out what the push is going to be. But if you're solo queuing, my best bet is probably play Valkyrie. Probably play. I think Valkyrie is a good underrated operator. Play some type of trap, whether it's Thorns, you could place Barbed Wire, Legion, a zombie's once again zombie Barbed Wire. So then you have some indicators. If they break your barb, they're pushing one way, but place in opposite ways. So here are the main power spots. So one place here. This is to contest yellow a little bit. Okay, another person plays either here or here. That's the second partner. The third person plays this side. His job is to sound cue, to listen to if they're pushing here. This is the third person. The fourth person's job is to play around either here, bending, either play long desk or play. I'm not sure. I forgot. There's a call out called Oreo. I forgot which Oreo, whether this is called Oreo or this is Oreo. One of these call outs is called Oreo, and I need to figure out what it is. I'm guessing this is Oreo, but I could be wrong. Oreo hallway, Oreo. Because because I think it's like a O shape. I think this whole general area is probably Oreo, low key, because you could make a circle around. This might be called Oreo. This whole general area. Yeah, who knows? So that's the fourth person, right? And then the fifth person, he is very flexible. He can either play if he thinks it's going to be a back push, he can try to contest and then fall back. He can either play below with Solus, with a roamer. Usually it's Solus. I recommend Solus or Valkyrie. Maybe he's the roamer. Below, he's trying to go for a C4 kill. Look at this. If while it's open, you can make holes below, or have a back camera watching the wall, and you could C4, or you could be Solus. You could watch the outside wall from here. You can also play piano. Yeah, this next person is very flexible. He is actually a roamer, a lurker. He can contest. Where is it? Right, I think it's here. Is it here? Wait, which is it? Is this the one? Yeah, this is it. This is the one. This is if they hop in the window. By the way, this is the outside of the window. You make holes. Yeah, you make the holes here, and this is like if the Amaru. Usually, the strategy is Ying, Amaru, Nomad. Amaru hops in, plants the bomb. But you could contest it for below. You could be C4 below. You have background below. That's the fifth person. So you got that. And the key idea to defend consulate is everyone to communicate each other. Yo, I think they're gonna go for this strat. The Amaru strat. No, they're actually gonna go for the main. So then the roamer knows where to rotate to. Oh no, they're actually gonna go for the breach, guys. They're gonna go for the breach. Or we also need a shotgun default plan. Where's default plan? I think it's here. I think this is default plan. Is this default plan? No, wait. Where's default plan? Is this default plan? Oh, right here. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. This is right here is default plan. So you can contest breach and you can contest default plan. I hear people call it gloom because of this blue light. It's very gloomy. Oh no, gloom. Sorry, glow. I hear a common call out called glow. This side of them. This door. Glow plant. So you could call it glow. Default plant. Yeah. So that's how you defend. You want to call out. Yo, I think it's gonna be default plant. So the person below knows. And then if it's a default plant, then the person above, because how do you go back up to Visa Stairs? Visa Stair, the guy playing around, like I said, the long desk, the Oreo, he calls out, yo, there's usually maybe feet holes or head holes or whatever you do head holes, it's gonna be a default plant. He's trying to stall. Maybe he rebarricades his door, he reinforces this wall. He's like, no, I think it's going to be a back push default plan. As long as you communicate each other. But the most common tactic is actually yellow stairs and pushing into Spyro. Uh, that's the most common thing I see what attackers are doing, and that's where you need to be in your power spots and not and do not die and like try not to die. Just keep in mind if one person dies in a power spot, that means attackers have a free power spot they can take. Like, oh, I cleared one power spot, one defender holding a power spot. I can go push here, or I cleared the defender holding the vending machine power spot. Now they win the gunfight, so now the attackers have control of the map. So like, just keep in mind, since we're spread out, we all have our assigned duties, have our assigned zones. Like if we die, that means all our zone we covered is now the attackers have claimed that zone, and now they have that space to work with. So that's why it's important as a defender is try not to like die and try not to take any risky gunfights when you don't have to. You want to play this more of a slower, um, more tactical, more playing your life type of what's it called round. Are there any questions or comments or concerns about uh, constant attack and defending? Okay. Anything else? Anything else you want to go? Okay. Now I want you to recap of what you learned in basement and top floor, and also what strat do you feel more comfortable playing? What I mentioned. What do you want to do? Whether it's on attacking or defending. Uh huh. Yeah. Contesting. Yeah. The hop in closet, piano closet. Okay. That's your favorite shot in basement. And who? Okay. Yes, I love it too. It makes the roamers like, yeah, a little bit have more wiggle room. Roamers can finesse that. You can also you can have a zombie to help you out. If you don't want the zombie to use the zombies by himself, let's say, yo, a zombie, I need your help. I need you to place a zombie right here because I want to roam here, like so they can protect yourself, or a zombie right here, or yeah, just act as a zombie player. I recommend a zombie 99% of the time. 90% of the time, have a zombie in your team, in your lineup. All right. So that's what about top four? What's your favorite spot? What's your favorite strat defending top? Oh, in lobby? Yeah, yeah. So this room is called lobby. Yeah, watch it breach. Yes. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, in your lobbies, in your lower lobbies, really? And they do that in low ranks? Uh, okay, there we go. Yeah, yeah. If you have a prep C4, Pulse, Valkyrie, Solus, or open these walls with a shotgun, you good, G. Ooh, Claymore. Yes. Uh, Yeah, so maybe you want to do place a meat jammer on the wall or tuberol freeze, yeah, to nerf the claymore. Okay, and then what is your favorite attacking strategy on attacking basement? Plan A, Plan B, or Plan Z? What do you like? What do you like to do? And yellow and pushing for yellow and breach at the same. Yeah, Plan A is very simple, and yeah, like I said, I recommend diffuse Capital Sophia to. I recommend three people to help breach. I okay. Here's my thing. The general. Here's my one of my It's not my number one rule, but it's not enough just to play the EMP operator and the breach. You need a third person to get the wall. It's so much easier. Whether it's because of this drone hole, whether it's Sophia, whether it's Capital, whether it's Fuse, like so, whether those I don't. I think yeah you can, but I don't really recommend Twitch. One because that gun is really hard to control. Two, I recommend a DMR Twitch. If you're gonna rock Twitch, the DMR over the F2. Three is because one of the most common operators is mute, and yeah, it's hard to play Twitch if there's mute. Brava, I love her gun. I love both guns, her DMR and her gun. But the thing is, if you're gonna play Brava, then here's what I recommend, which is actually a very smart idea. Instead of banning Mira, ban Mute. That way, Twitch and Brava are the most OP operators, one of the most OP attackers in the game. The only thing you need to worry about is Mozzie, and very rarely people play Mozzie these days. So yeah, if you ban Mute over Mira, I like then yes, play Twitch and Bravo to help you get the wall. But along with the EMP, along with the EMP operator, whether it's Thatcher or somebody with pocket EMPs, and the breacher, heart breacher, that's a must. That's a must. You need the heart breacher. Yeah, that's a good question. Loki, yeah, I'm glad you asked that question. That is a good question. Ban mute. If you want to do the Twitch browser, ban mute. It's okay. It's okay if that mirror. Let's say the mirror's here. It's really hard to toss a C4 from all the way there, the mirror spot, to land here because you're gonna bring maybe a Montaigne, put the shield behind his back, maybe an Osa, maybe smoke it off with Ying smokes, maybe sense it off, maybe smoke it off with glass. You have things to get the plant down. Maybe play Nomad. Oh my goodness, Nomad. Oh my. Imagine placing your air jab here, and they try to push forward while you plant the bomb. Bam, their air jab, free kill. Maybe you place an air jab right here. It doesn't be at the spot, but somewhere hidden. Air jab. Boom, they push up. Boom, they're dead. Like there's some good air jab spots. Easy. Guess who has grenades? Sledge. Play Sledge. Striker. Play Striker grenades. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. They can't play. Yeah, used to. Easy. You can't get it up. Do you want to know? But there is a counter to this strat, but I don't know. I don't think it really matters to say it in the low ranks. But there is a huge counter to this Plan A strat. Do you want to know or no? Might as well. The counter is play Clash, play Melusi, play Maestro. So Melusi, Clash to stall. Maestro places the open wall. Fine. Maestro places Maestro around one right either on the car or around here, one here, and then the third one goes on top of here. There's some Melusi they can't push forward. Maestro's just tasing. Clash is actually right in front too, stalling either Clash plays here or stalls yellow, and then Melusi with an extra Melusi, either place your Melusi yellow, Melusi right here, or here. So that there is a huge counter. And then the fourth and fifth operator will probably be Echo. Fourth is yeah, maybe an Echo, and then maybe a TSG operator. The fifth is probably TSG Striker, TSG K, TSG whatever. Yeah, that's the huge 1000% counter. I doubt you see this in the low ranks. You definitely see it in the high ranks, but yeah, just letting you know. Just keep that in mind. There's always a counter to a counter, and that's why people have a backup plan. If plan A doesn't work, they could go plan B or C. But yeah, the huge counter plan A is like what I recommend: Melusi, Clash, and Maestro Echo, TSG, TSGK, TSG Striker. Yeah, that's the huge counter I recommend. All right, we're ready for a rank. All right, thank you for listening and learning about the Consulate Academy School. Yes, no problem.